Hi, I just wanted to make a quick video on things that you should say and shouldn't say to couples that are suffering from a miscarriage. Um, my husband and I suffered our first miscarriage in November of 2017. I was about 8 weeks pregnant, and during that time we got a lot of positive comments and supportive comments, and then we received some others that were not so kind. And, I don't think they were intentionally cruel, but they were. And it kind of prompted me to sit down and write out, maybe things that you should avoid saying. I received a lot of comments like, well, at least you got pregnant. Well, I mean, you don't know me and I don't know you, and you don't know what I've been through and how long it took me to get pregnant. My husband and I have been together 10 years, married for 8. 5 years ago, I went to my doctor and started fertility treatments, which unfortunately didn't work for us. Um, I was overweight and I was trying to lose weight. I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, which makes it very difficult to get pregnant. I even went as far as doing weight loss surgery. I ended up losing 40 pounds on my own and 60 with the surgery. I kind of went that extreme route because I knew I would have a higher chance of conceiving after. And because of the surgery, I was able to get pregnant on our first try. So, to say like it's no big deal is I hate that comment, I think, the most, because that's what it feels like. Well, at least you got pregnant. I mean, you don't know the devastation and the heartache and the buckets of tears and the medication and everything that we went through to get there. It was a very long, difficult road. So just avoid that comment altogether. I got a lot of other comments like, you could try again, and, yeah, we will. But again, I felt like, it was like no big deal. Like, well, you can try again. It's like I don't want to have to try anymore. I was just pregnant. I hate that one too. I mean, all of these I hate, but I just, the no big deal. Some really hurtful ones were like I got where people compared my loss at 8 weeks to parents that have lost children, like 2-year-olds. I've gotten comments like, well, it could have been worse, or you can't compare it to losing your child, which I never compared it to the loss of a parent bearing a living child outside the womb, or even one that had to deliver a stillbirth. That's just cruel. You shouldn't make me feel guilty for grieving the loss of my child by saying it could be worse. I know it could have been worse, but you, you shouldn't. I don't know. I just felt like people tried to make me feel guilty. Like I was lucky that it happened this way. Um, I got questions like, well, what was wrong with you? What was wrong with the baby? Don't ever ask anybody that. I didn't have the answer. I didn't know. That was really hurtful. We didn't do testing on the baby, when I delivered it, so to speak. Just don't ask that question. I got a lot of everything happens for a reason. I'm a person of faith and I believe in God, but I just can't figure out what the reason would be that we'd have to go through this. Obviously medically something was not right, but other than that, I don't know why. Um, Things that you could say that are positive, of course, I am so sorry. I'm here for you when you're ready to talk, which is probably the best comment you could say to somebody, because you're not always ready to talk. You're just exhausted, you're cried out, you're numb. It's probably one of the best comments you can say. The very best one that I received was from my best friend, and it's not because she's my best friend and she knows just what to say, but she said, your baby will always be loved and remembered. And I think that's all we really want from this, is to know that others will remember our baby and know what we're going through, and it is a big deal. So, I just wanted to say these few little things. I'm sure people have suffered much worse comments, and if you want to feel free to leave them below, or any other positive comments people could say, please do so. Thank you for watching.